What is up, guys? Mr. Basie here, and today we're going to be doing some more Crusaders of the Lost Idols, but today is going to be more so focused on announcements and everything, but don't worry, we're going to be doing some stuff along the way. Probably going to start like a new little mini objective. Now, that's weird to me, you know, and probably for some of you, because as you guys know, the event did come out. As you can see, we're accumulating, what are these, tickets? I don't know. Tickets. We have 11 days to do this. Now, as you guys know, Dr. Evil's Summer Sabotage is basically... what was that? His big brother? Oh my god, look at this. Recruit Bubba the Swimming Orc and recruit Veronica the Android Archer? That actually sounds pretty cool. So we're going to be getting them, of course, but not today. Not today. We're actually going to be doing, like most of you know, a competition-style race to finish the event. So I'm actually not going to be starting it today because my strategy, and I'm pretty sure everyone else's strategy too, is basically going to be to at least have enough of the tickets to, you know, continue without having to stop. So for example, if I go to the objectives here, like let's go to see all objectives, it says, you know, I need 100 of these and I need 700 of these. So as of right now, I would only be able to do the first one because I only have like I only have 564. So I'd only be able to do the first one, then I'd have to stop, and that's not good. So what I want is I want enough to be able to do this, and this all in a row without having to stop at all. That is what I want. That's the goal. That's the objective. So that I can finish it as quick as possible. That's what I'm going to be doing. Again, the stream for this is going to be on Saturday. And this is why I'm, you know, doing a lot of announcements, because there's a lot I need to talk about, specifically the Crusader stuff. So I want to get that out of the way first. So it's going to be on Saturday, this Saturday, so just a few days away. And it's going to be, I'm going to try to stream. I can't put a designated time because there's some stuff, there's like a bunch of stuff always happening in my life. So what I can do is I can promise a range of time when I'm going to be starting. And I'm going to start and I'm going to basically do this and do the you know, play Crusaders on stream for pretty much, you know, I'd say about 6 hours is probably how long I think it, and that's a very rough estimation. It could be less, it could be more, I don't know, but usually it takes me about 6 hours in total to finish every single event, like objective, whether I'm recording or not. That's just usually how long it takes. Recording doesn't really slow me down, so that's good. But anyway, you know, it's going to take about that long. So the stream's going to be pretty long. If you're obviously if you're into Crusaders, I encourage you to drop by. Again, going to be on Saturday between 12 p.m. and 1:30 p.m. my time, Eastern Standard Time. So I don't know the calculation for everywhere, for like, you know, where you guys might be. Just go into Google and you can find out the time difference by typing that in, and like what's the difference between Eastern Standard Time and wherever you're at, you know, wherever you're at, whether it's in Europe, whether it's somewhere else, you know, you can find out the time just by going to Google and typing that in, and it'll do the conversion for you. And of course, if you're you know, having trouble, if you don't know, and you're really confused, what you can do, and I'll help you out, drop a comment down below, okay? Drop a comment down below of this video, all right? And when you do type that comment, include it in the comment, type when or what time it is. At the time you're at the moment you hit send, what time is it for you? That way I can say, okay, if I look at it, because it's only gonna say like, oh, it was posted 30 minutes ago, an hour ago, 2 hours ago. That's what it's gonna say on my end. But if I say, if I see it was posted an hour ago and you say it was posted at, let's just say 5:14 p.m. and I look down at the clock and it's 12 p.m. for me, then I know that we're 5 hours apart. That way I can be like, okay, you know, this is the time it's going to be starting for you. That's the way you could do it. I've tried dropping my time, like the time that I post the comment down below, but people seem to get confused about that. But I will also do that if I remember. I'll drop a comment down below letting you guys know what time it is at the time I'm posting that comment, so you can kind of try to differentiate. But if you're still confused, drop a comment with your time that you're, you know, at the time that you're actually posting the comment, and I'll be able to actually, you know, talk about what's, you know, what time it is going to be for you when I start. Again, that's 12 o'clock p.m. So literally like dead afternoon to 1:30 p.m. So sometime between that time frame is when I'm going to try to start. I'm really going to try to aim for that. Definitely before 1:30. That's what I'm going to really try for, because it's going to take a while to stream, and I want the majority of people to watch, because I know some people are quite a bit ahead of me. Some people are like 6 hours ahead of me or something. So I want people to be able to watch for the majority of it at the very least. So with that being said, let's go ahead, and again, it's going to be on Saturday. Hopefully I have enough of these by then. I'm assuming that like literally we're only like what, 3 hours into it or something, because I'm sure it was like 12 days or something. But this is the day, I'm recording this the day of the event. Whether I get it up or not, I don't know. I'm recording it the day of, and I already have 564 tickets, which is great, because that means by Saturday I should have at least enough to be able to do every single one of these in succession without stopping, and that's what I'm going to really try for. So with that being said, today we're going to prepare for the event a little bit by doing a bit of a chest opening. Do we have any more other than the, okay, we don't. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to be doing a big chest opening of this, probably 100 or 150 of these. Don't worry, I can get that back in no time. I barely ever use like 20 to 50 of these per, like, whatever, right? And I'll probably use more during the event to get gold and everything. But the cool thing is I do have some you know, gold bonus things from missions, which I can use to boost me even further, which is nice. And I'll probably use those sometimes, but the majority of the time I will be using chests to just keep pushing my Crusaders over and over without having to grind for gold. So that's what I'm going to be doing. But anyway, looking at, what are these here? What's Bubba's golden epic gear? Let's look at these first. Oh, look at this little chest. It's so cute. Dr. Evil's summer sabotage. Is this Dr. Evil? I really hope if that's Dr. Evil, then I don't know how I feel about that. But anyway, legitimately scary horned, well then, I didn't notice that. Goggles of water current analysis. Does not sound comfortable whatsoever. Increases the effect of Bubba, the swimming orc's synchronized swimming ability by 150%. Okay, so let me know, when you beat this, drop a comment down below, what does that ability do? Let me know, because that sounds interesting to me. I don't think we're going to have time to analyze the story mode, unfortunately. I'll probably make a separate video on that, because I'm just going to be grinding. I'm not going to really be paying attention to that this time, and I'm probably not going to have enough time to look through the people's, like, I guess, abilities. So let me know in the comments down below. Give me a heads up, because again, when I'm racing, I'm going to be racing for you guys. Like, you guys are the ones that are going to benefit if I win. So give me all the tips and tricks and heads up you can. It's going to benefit you guys. It's going to help you guys out. So let me know, is there any beneficial, like, abilities that I can benefit from, or that are really good, I guess, in these new event Crusaders? Did they spell that right? The best snorkel? Maybe I don't know how to spell. It's not the best snorkel in the world, but it gets the job done better than most. Increase the effect of Bubba the swimming orc synchronized. Okay, so that's the regular epic, not the jeweled epic. Let me know in the comments too. Can you get jeweled epics, or I'm sorry, golden epics? Can you get golden epics from cards, or do you have to buy those? Is the only way to get them to buy them? Pretty sure it is. With proper technique, additional damage can be done. Increase the base DPS. Oh wait, is this it? Oh. Let's see. Increase the DPS of Crusaders on the column behind Bubba by 25% for each Crusader adjacent to Bubba. All right, that's nice. It's a DPS bonus. It's pretty cool. I like that. Increase the base DPS of Crusaders in the same column as Veronica the Android Archer by 50%. Do any of these? It does. Look at this. Increase the Android Archer's precise aim ability by 100%. So that is quite nice, as a matter of fact. By the way, I always thought these were absolutely hilarious. I'm just kind of going through my missions and buying and, you know, purchasing some of them. I've been doing this the past couple days. I mean, it's nothing special. They're just missions, and I've really just been trying to get them out of the way for, like, really good ones, like Pete's Wild Ride. But I didn't want to risk it, because that was way too close when that popped up for me. That was way too close, I'm pretty sure, to the event, and I didn't want to damage any of my Crusaders. I didn't know how long they were going to be damaged. That's a risk of this one. This is a dangerous mission. Crusaders might get injured if the mission has failed, disabling them for a time. I did not want to risk any of that, because you have to sacrifice a lot of Crusaders. You can send some weird people. Like, this is considered date night, right? It's date night, but you can send some weird people on dates. Like, I'm sending the girl, and then I'm just going to send the lion. This is the date. Okay, I mean, she looks like she could be a lion tamer, despite the fact that she's got a huge machete. So I don't think she's going to be taming people with that. But I don't know. I just find it funny. I mean, I could have done anybody else realistically, but I did this because this is what I do. I purposefully, like, make weird pairs. And when I do, like, girls' night out, I do, you know, I don't know, princess with, like, the fire phoenix. It's like, they're not going to have any fun. The fire phoenix can't talk. You know what I'm saying? And this time I probably will buy the event chest, because this time they are actually quite good. A lot of people were kind of complaining about the Crusaders from last time. I do understand that. They weren't that great. They were probably geared more towards very new players, so that they could have more Crusaders not only to do missions, but also to help a little bit, because they can help a little bit. But these Crusaders are much better, I must say. Just from reading those two particular things that they do, much, much better than the previous group of people. We have 900. Okay, so we do have enough. Is that enough to buy? We can buy this. Tell me I'm close. Look at that. Look at that. There's a new ability, by the way. Completely forgot about that. What's the ability? Oh, here it is. You do have to get quite far, All right, costs 1,000 idols. You do have to get to area 600, but it increases the maximum Crusader level by 25. What does that increase the maximum Crusader level by 25? There's a max level? I'm assuming. Well, that's good then, because you can get even more out of that. You can do max levels, max level 40, so you can go way beyond. I'm assuming that really helps, because if you think about it, if you hit a max level, it's completely reliant on your idols at that point. Now, of course, I didn't get as far enough to be able to realize that there's a max level cap, but if there is, then this is a very beneficial upgrade to have. I'm going to start Mischief and Mugworts. The reason I could start Grimm's Idle Tales, which I will go back and do, but the reason I'm going to do this is because if I beat this, I'm going to unlock the free play. If I unlock the free play, that means I'll be able to grind on this particular event and have more idols given to me, because it's a higher level event, or it's a higher level objective. All right, guys, I'm gonna get situated really quick, and I'm gonna show you exactly what I'm gonna do for the event and pretty much the competition. This is the strategy I'm gonna use. Now, I'm pretty sure the other players are gonna use this as well. It's not too advanced, but the reason I'm gonna do it this way is simply because of, you know, wanting to actually get everyone there, like my gold bonuses, the things that will benefit me in terms of my levels, those things. I want to get them first and foremost. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and, you know, basically find the best scenario, which right here I already know that the leprechaun's going to go there. That's a given. Okay, that's just 100% given. But we'll probably have these two there, Grog like on the ends, okay? Or we gotta wait till we get Billy Smithsonian, because he's gonna give us a little gold boost. So that's immediately who I'm going for. Ironically enough, not going for Larry the Leprechaun, because he will give me a significant amount of gold, but not right away. I have to wait until I get his ability for that. Okay, I can't buy it right away. So what I'm gonna do because of this, okay, because I want the gold bonus, is I'm gonna go ahead and open one chest. Okay, so that should be enough to see Billy Smithsonian. Yeah, there he is. Okay, so we're gonna buy one. We're just gonna buy him once, okay? The reason I'm gonna do that is because now that I have Billy Smithsonian, I'm gonna have more gold. Let's put him in the back. I want him in the back because I never want him to die. Once I get his ability, his presidential or act of Congress ability, I need that ability to stay, especially considering my Crusaders. Again, this is not the formation that's going to be in the event, but it's a good example of what I'm, you know, trying to show you guys what I'm going to be doing. Now, I'm going to try to put Billy Smithsonian in the back as much as possible because I don't want him dying, because when I get his active Congress ability, I want that active as long as possible. I want to be able to get two of each like kill, or two of each like objective thing that I need to get, you know, to be able to make that happen, okay? That's basically what I want. All right, so yes, we don't have as much for him yet, but don't worry. Don't worry, we're on the road for that. No matter of fact, because I want more gold, and let me move him to a position that's more advantageous. And just for now, we'll move him up because we do want to have as much gold bonus. As you can see, that does go up a little bit as I move people closer. So we're just gonna, you know, we're gonna buy, let's go ahead and, I want as much gold bonus as possible. So oh, you know what, Jason Master Shaz, it's perfect because he gives me another gold bonus because I did buy his jelly sword. Now I'm going to move him into position. Now with just those few moves and in the very first little segment, I have 788,000 gold bonus, which basically means I'll be able to get everyone's abilities faster. Okay. Now the next thing I'm aiming for 100% is going to be his active Congress ability. So what I'm going to do, and most of this is going to be going without saying when I'm doing the stream, you know, that way, you know, I can go as fast as possible. I'm going to do a lot of this without saying, so I'm showing you guys exactly what I'm going to do so I don't have to explain it later on. Alright, so as you can see, 65 levels, we're going to go ahead and buy up to 25, buy this and this. This needs level 50, so we're going to buy that and then this, okay? And I didn't want to buy all of it in one lump sum because then I wouldn't have enough for the active Congress ability, so I made sure I got just enough for the levels and then enough for the active Congress, which is now going to, as you can see, watch the top right hand corner here, see? It gives me 2 every once in a while. See? 2, 2. 2, 2, see that? It's pretty beneficial. Okay, look at that, it's all 2s. And as you can tell, that's going to progress me further much faster. Again, a really high gold bonus, having this active at the same time, which means I get further faster, I get all my gold, you know, I get the higher gold levels faster, which gives me more gold faster, which means I can get more Crusaders there faster. And then to a certain point, it's not gonna matter anymore. But, you know, despite the fact that it's not gonna matter anymore at that point, you know, what will matter is the fact that I can, you know, just keeping it going, like really, you know, insta-killing these guys like this. I want to insta-kill every single time. I don't want to have a single moment where I'm not insta-killing. All right, so this is going to be 2.40 billion. All right, that's going to be ways off, so which is unfortunate because we would get another 25%, but that's okay. Let's see, is Santa available yet? No, he's not. But Drizzle is. Let's go ahead and, even though she's not going to give me any particular good stuff for gold, again,
I don't even really need to level up Jason, simply because of the fact that he's literally only in here for gold. He took the place of Groot because Groot had a 50% gold bonus bump. This guy has 150%, so that's obviously much better. Is it? It is. Okay, it's just enough to buy one, but that's perfectly fine because he's going to give me 100% more, okay, because of this. Increase all gold found by 100%. I only need to buy him once because that's going to give me 100% more gold bonus, which means I'm going to get everyone there faster. Now, we will put Santa in the back right here. Okay, so now that all the spots around the leprechaun are filled, we're going to take Santa out, or we're going to take Billy Smithsonian and put him back in the back. He doesn't need to be there, okay? The thing about that, though, is I will have to have Santa up here to get the most out of the gold, because again, 62.5% for everyone that's in front of him, so I'm going to have him in the front to be able to, you know, benefit in the same way I would if he was here. But I will have to take both of these guys out of this position if I want to move my two strongest Crusaders back here and have Groglog improve them, which, you know what, I'm going to do, because that's the, you know, me getting further is more important than me losing that gold bonus Crusader for one level, because he's going to be back right away. And if I'm still one-tapping every time, that's perfectly fine. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to do that. It seems like it's a bit better of a strategy. I'm going ahead and going to move him back here. We're going to move these guys up here, okay? And just because we changed up the formation a bit, we're going to bring him here for now, just so we continue our gold bonus and everything like that. Now, again, he doesn't have to be in the back just yet. We'll move him back there eventually, unless we can buy some better Crusaders. We have the Witch in just a little bit here, which is going to give us more DPS, and that'll be good. You know, I'm already being able to complete it faster because of this guy, okay? But if I collect it as soon as it pops up, that's obviously going to be much, much quicker. Now, you'll see this is going to be a demonstration of that, I'm pretty sure. See? Now, the faster thing to do, because as you see, I'm still on this level, just because I've gotten what I need does not mean that, you know, I've completed the level. I need to collect it. And it's much quicker if I do that immediately than if I were to wait until it gets all the way to the group. Now, these are basic things, but every little basic thing that you can muster, every little thing that you can add to, you know, even if it speeds it up like ever so slightly, like literally by milliseconds, those milliseconds are going to add up over time. And eventually, that might help me, you know, move ahead. That might help me push ahead. So that's really what I'm going to be aiming to do. Those are the things I'm going to be implementing. Of course, you know, at this point, you know, I'm just going to buy this because that's going to help out my gold a little bit. And just so you guys know, that was increase all gold found by 25% when there are 6 or more Crusaders adjacent. So, which obviously there are, so I did qualify for that. And again, these things, see how they pop up? See, I'm benefiting. You know, they pop, see, by 2s, they pop up by 2s sometimes. I'm benefiting from the other guy. But if I'm not collecting, like, manually, I'm not going to be going as fast as possible. See how I finished that pretty quick? I would have had to wait till all the suitcases were, you know, getting collected by my Crusaders passively for me to move on, but that is not the case. Alright, so now that I've actually progressed a little bit further, as you can see, most of my formation is set up, and I want to explain it to you. Actually, the entire formation is filled, if I'm not mistaken. So I did just get the very last Crusader that I wanted for gold, which was Queen Siri, and I did actually go ahead and buy her 1 gold upgrade, which is increase all gold found by 25%. Now, of course, I want her in here for 2 reasons. 1 is gold. 2 is because she increases the power of Witch, because she has a particular ability which increases the base DPS of all female Crusaders by 125%, which is already ridiculous considering she's getting a damage boost from Drizzle, who is also giving him a increase in damage towards her, and Billy Smithsonian is giving 50%, I'm sorry, what is it? Increase the base of DPS of all human Crusaders by 50% in addition to that, okay? Now, I could very well do this and have the, you know, the Robo Turkey, you know, kind of adjacent to her, so sometimes he'll boost the DPS because he's close to her. Let me just really quick go ahead and maximize all my levels really quickly. So that's basically what I have going on right now. You know, it's pretty standard, but you know, it's, or not pretty standard, but it's pretty standard in terms of, you know, just going around and putting your Crusaders in the absolute best position so you can benefit in terms of gold and DPS and, you know, sometimes click damage, which isn't really important to me too much, but of course, you know, I do have the kid here if I were to need that. Now, I don't really have anybody else that I would really benefit from having in my group, really. I mean, actually, I do, Batman right here, because of his increase all gold found by 25% when you use a buff. And I usually, let me just go ahead and replace the kid with Batman real quick. The reason I usually do that, now as you can see, my click damage goes way down, but that doesn't really matter to me. Usually what I do is I use these two to give me better because they are technically buffs, right? Now I could use the Gold Rush, which will be like essentially a 50% buff, because it's 25% here, 25% from Batman, and it'll give me a lot more. So it'll give me 50% more gold bonus, which is great. Okay, now I'm not going to use anything else. Like, all these 4 are really important to me personally, but this one in particular, and these in particular, I don't really care too much about. So what I'm usually going to do, okay, is do this. Use 1. And that will increase it. And just to show you, because I have a lot of these, not DeLorean, this one. Just to show you, because I have a lot of these, as you can see, 17.7 million. If I were to have used this is what my gold bonus would be. Okay, just automatically. I'm pretty sure this doesn't stack. Does it? I'm pretty sure it does not stack when you use a buff. Let me try using a different rarity. Let me use perception. Okay, let me use that. So it does not stack. Okay, I feel comfortable using these because I never use these. So it doesn't stack, as a matter of fact, which doesn't surprise me, which means that, you know, if I want to really benefit from this, you know, to the max, I'm going to use Gold Rush, and I'm going to use it, you know, so it gives me 50% rather than just 25. And as you can see, this is where it puts me at 22.1 million, which really isn't that high compared to some people out there, especially, you know, the one guy that I'm competing against has way more idols than me. His gold bonus goes way higher, so he's not really going to have to worry about gold too much, but that doesn't really matter too much, because essentially, yeah, it'll basically mean that he's able to one-tap everybody pretty much guaranteed, whereas me, I'll have to be a bit more studious, a bit more diligent, and make sure that everything is as upgraded as possible at all times, so there's never a single moment where I'm ever, you know, encountering a time frame that, you know, I'm not one-tapping people. That's going to be really crucial for me. He probably won't have to worry about that, but realistically, you just can't go faster. Like, idols don't make you go faster, so it's gonna come down to little things like that, like having Billy Smithsonian and getting him as quick as possible, like having, you know, getting all the gold creatures as quick as possible so you have a big gold bonus. All that stuff is going to matter so much more. You know, so it's really going to come down to tactics, and, you know, idols do matter a little bit because you're going to want to be able to one-tap people and have a good amount of gold bonus so you can get everybody quickly and everything, so you can continuously upgrade and not have it so that, you know, you're encountering a situation where you can't do things like give the witch a single upgrade to help keep her one-tapping. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, those things are going to matter a little bit, but not too much. Like, as long as you have, I think, I'd probably say about 1,000 to 2,000 idols, it shouldn't really matter. You know, it shouldn't really matter. But I'm really excited. I'm really excited for this event, mainly because of the competition. I'm really going to try to win this for you guys. If I don't, it's not a big deal. Like, you know, I'm still going to have a lot of fun talking with you guys in the chat and everything. Like, that's going to be probably the biggest thing, the most fun thing that I'm going to have is you know, being able to have everyone in chat and really talking about it. It's going to be a lot of fun. The only thing I'm worried about is making sure this gets to where it needs to be. Now, again, it's only a few hours into the event as far as I know, which is a good sign because that means that we should have enough. Okay, let's just kind of do some quick little adding up and see how much I would need. So I'm literally going to need about 6,500 of these tokens. You know, I could use a bunch of DeLoreans to try and, you know, get that amount of 6,500 if we're close. I wouldn't mind doing that. You know what I'm saying? So we'll have to see because it does give you more. Let's just see if I activate one DeLorean, how much is that going to give me? I have 660 tickets right now. Let's use one DeLorean. As you can see, I actually get these. So that gave me 100. So that's actually not too bad. We probably will be able to use a bunch of DeLoreans and have that, you know? Because if I use another one right now, just like that, I can do the first event. Oh wait, I can't. Why did that give me less? What's going on? 780. What's this going to give me? Let's count. 840. So 780 to 840. It gives me 60. It gives me 60. That's not too bad. We could use a bunch of them, you know. We could use a bunch of them, and we also have the other ones too. That's just the smallest amount. It's 30 minutes worth. Oh wait, if I get 30 minutes, I could do some calculation. If I get 60 every 30 minutes from now until Saturday at around 12. Okay, whatever time. Like if it's 12 for you, it's 12 for you. But Saturday around 12. How many tickets will we have? How many tickets will we have? Someone do that math for me. But we're coming up on the 100 mark. Of course, I'm going to complete this. Wait, dust pan formation? What the heck? But I'm going to complete this. Yeah, I think what I've decided to do so I can, you know, get this video out as soon as possible, because I do want this information out there, is I'm going to do the storyline of this another day, probably during a free play. I'd like to do that, you know, a lot. But today I really wanted to show you guys exactly what I was going to be doing. It's very important that I show you guys, and very important that you see it, so that because if you do ask, I'm going to refer you to the video, not because I don't want to explain it, because as you guys know, I love talking to you guys. I love explaining things, and I love conversing with the community. It's probably one of my favorite parts of doing YouTube, is not only making the videos for you guys and making good content, but also, you know, talking with you guys about everything. Like, even if it doesn't have anything to do about the video. I mean, I really enjoy doing that. So, you know, that's not it at all. Like, don't get the wrong idea. It's just that, you know, I really want to win for you guys. I want to make sure I win. I'm really determined, and I don't want to waste any time and potentially get sidetracked, you know, and I'd rather just focus on making sure the event is done or completing it in the most efficient and quick way possible. Naturally, I'm still going to be talking to you guys in the chat, but I won't be explaining why I'm doing things for the most part. I'll just be talking about it, and, you know, maybe I'll briefly talk about what I'm doing, but aside from that, I'll briefly talk about like what I'm doing, but aside from that, I'm probably not going to be, you know, explaining in the detail that I did just now, like over and over again, because I'm sure people will ask. So I'm going to refer people to the video. If you are in the stream and you're a moderator, which a good amount of you probably will be, you know, and I'm not going to worry too much about adding more mods on that particular day, so don't worry. You know, just because if I don't add you on that day doesn't mean I don't want to add you as a mod. It's just that I'm more focused on the event. So that's literally the reason why for everything, okay? But if you're a moderator on that day, and you guys know who you are already, if people start asking about that, please drop those links in the comments of the Twitch chat, so that, you know, I don't have to actually, you know, go ahead and go do that. You know, you guys could do that for me, so I don't have to take my attention away from the game. Even though, like I said, at a certain point, you can kind of tell. You know, right now I'm not doing anything. I can't do anything but wait. All I can do is make sure I make sure I upkeep, you know, keeping my Crusaders as powerful as possible, so there's not a single moment where I'm not one-tapping these guys. And I am going to go ahead and move the alien trader in place of, most likely, well, let me look. Let me go back and see who would be better. Let's just find out. Let's bump these guys as much as they'll go. All right, 19.7 septillion, octillion is the succubus. Let's see, what will this guy be if we bump him as far as he'll go? He's only in the quintillions, so I'm going to go ahead and replace him with this guy. Is that going to make a difference? Oh, he is the octillion. Okay, so that's a good choice, replacing him with lumberjack. Really quick, while this is going on, I want to talk about a few other things. For those of you that are new to Crusaders, because I know some of you are new viewers, definitely, man, I usually comment to you guys, I formally welcome you to the community, because I love when we get new family members. Like, that's how I feel. You know, I feel like it's a big family. And see how long that took? I'm just saying, see how long that took? If I had done it right away, it was almost in my Crusaders. That was a decent chunk of time. I'd say about 10 seconds, 15 seconds. You might be saying, oh, that's not that much time. But if that adds up over time, if you start to say, okay, hey, you know, I have 10 to 15 seconds here or here or here over the course of time, at the end of the event, if you know, whoever I'm competing against gets I don't know, 6 hours, and I get 6 hours and 2 minutes, I lost, you know, and that could have been because of the fact that I wasn't doing it as consistently, you know what I'm saying? So it all matters. It all comes down to that. But, you know, when it comes right down to it, you know, naturally, I'll always welcome you guys to the community and everything. But for those of you that are new, and you want to, you know, you're entertained by this series and everything, you like the content you see here, trust me when I tell you there's a bunch more that you might be missing out on if you're not checking out some of the other content. And I know that it's not for everybody. I know that everyone has different tastes and everything. Again, another example right here. But, you know, and again, I don't really care right now because I'm just talking to you guys about some other stuff. But examples right here. When it comes right down to it, you know, I know that not everyone has like the same taste as I do, or may not be interested in every single video or topic I post about, but I can encourage you to look. I encourage you to check out my playlist section, which I'll include in the description down below. And I'll also include my montage, which I'll put right up above. Okay, you can check it out via this link. It'll also be the little eye pop out. If you're on mobile, it's an easier way to actually get to that because people on mobile can click the eye, but they can't click annotation. So the little eye will take you to that video. But in any case, I mean, seriously, guys, it really, there's a lot more that I have to offer. And I'm not saying, oh, you got to go watch my videos, but I'm saying, you know, I like entertaining people. I don't want, you know, I'm not telling you to go watch it so I get more views or anything. I just really like entertaining people. It really warms my heart when I can entertain people and make people happy. You know, so that really makes me happy. You know, making you happy makes me happy, especially with some of the stuff you guys have to say. I mean, it really does make my day amazing. to hear all that. I mean, it's just wonderful. So in that light, I do want you guys to really find the most enjoyment and entertainment out of my channel as possible. And I know that I have other content aside from this, even though this is great. I love Crusaders, but aside from this as well, that will deliver that level of entertainment. So definitely check out the montage. In that montage, all of the games that are featured in the montage are listed in the description down below of that video. So if you want to check it out, you know, and you like the stuff you see there, you can find more of it. All you got to do is go down to the description. And of course, you can find everything I've ever done and I'm still doing in my playlist section. It's pretty awesome. I'm very organized. Everything is there. And if you ever want, because I do have the, you know, I don't mind spending, you know, a few minutes typing up a comment, letting you guys know my personal suggestions, my personal favorites that I've done on my channel thus far. If you ever want suggestions, you may not know where to start. You might say, hey, Basie, you have a lot of content, which I do. I think as of recently, I have 777 videos, which is a lot. Okay. It's a lot to go through. And, you know, if you don't know where to start, I'm more than happy with giving you guys my personal favorites that I've done across the time when I began till now. There's plenty of videos I have to suggest, so if you don't know where to start, just ask me. I'm more than happy with giving you those suggestions. I'll just list them all out, you know, via playlist. I'll give you links to everything, so all you have to do is refer back to the comment every single time you want to switch to a different thing or want to watch something else. You know what I mean? You have like literally every single Halo that I've played. Five Nights at Freddy's I play a little bit of, which I'm probably going to be doing case animatronics, as by the way, as well. What is that? I'm probably going to be doing case animatronics, which is like a live, like mobile version of Five Nights at Freddy's where you can walk around. Seems pretty cool, and it was pretty highly voted in the recently, you know, produced, you know, game suggestions video, which I'll also link that right above. It'll also be the little eye that pops out so you guys can, you know, look and say, okay, hey, if I want to drop some game suggestions, that's the place to do it. Do it there. And there's also a little poll in that video's top right hand little eye pop out. There's a poll there where you can vote on some of the games I'm suggesting to you guys if you want to see it, because there's a couple games I was like, hey, these are good games, I can make a good series out of these. You know, if you click the top right hand eye in that video, you can vote on them. And right now, Guts and Glory and Dead by Daylight are completely 100% tied, and Case Animatronics, which again is that Five Nights at Freddy, you know, moving around version, is very close behind. So I'm probably going to get that too and play that because it's super close behind. But yeah, it's pretty awesome. I mean, it's pretty awesome stuff. So like, go over there, drop your game suggestions. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about that in wrapping up the video because there's a lot of stuff that I think people are missing out on. And it's a shame because there's some good content on the channel. And I'm not saying that because I think so. That's strictly from what other people have told me. You know, I can't develop opinions about my own videos, but other people can. And they've obviously, I've, you know, absorbed all that information. I'm not just going to like let it go in one ear and out the other. People are telling me they're good content. So if it's good content, you know, you might as well stop by it and check it out and see if you like it too. I think the DeLorean should definitely be used for this and this alone because it really gives you more for the objectives. Like, I would literally save every single DeLorean you ever have for objectives, so you can get more of whatever the thing is. Like, in this case, it's tickets. Last time it was like marshmallows. The time before that, it was firecrackers, I think. But you know, definitely save it for events because you can benefit big time, as you saw. So now we have 2 jewel chests open at the end. We're going to open these up in sections of 25. Let's go ahead and start doing that. I'm going to probably go down to about 700. Okay, 700 is probably where I'm going to go. Open up 25 of these and see what we get. Got some gold booms, some perceptions, which is great for Batman. A bunch of the gold things, which only benefits me now. Okay, some speed boosts, some power surges, which are going to help. Definitely going to help. Power surges. I'm going to need to use a couple of those probably. Maybe not if I'm diligent enough. Okay. Well, some wooden horns, power surges, accuracies, again, all very good for Batman. All right, not too. That one wasn't that great. Wasn't that great. Not exactly what I'm looking for personally. All right, some more gold booms, nice. Some more bronze lucky coins, only 1 though. Power boosts, few speed boosts, some gold, again benefiting only this time. Not too bad. All right, not too bad. Let's see, anything good? Anything good? Okay, all right. Couple more speed boosts this time, which is nice. It's good to see. What else? Gold rushes. All these things will help. We're also getting enchantment points. I forgot. I need to mention. We're also getting enchantment points for our Crusaders, which is nice. That'll help. It's hard to follow everything. Jeez. It's like you're at a party or something. All right, not too bad. Same, pretty much the same from last time. We have 2 more to open, basically. All right, that's pretty good, I think. We're getting a lot of gold. A lot of gold. We'll open up one more. All right, that's going to be our last one. Alrighty, guys, that's going to do it. Let's go ahead and look at what we've... Oh, you know, let's open these two. Let's open them at the same time. There it is. All right. Okay, look at this. We got some DeLoreans. 2 DeLoreans, a time turner, and a quantum leap. We actually used 3 of these, so we pretty much made it back. And we got two of the more advanced ones, which is nice. It's great. I love that. Which... There you go. Does that feel better? More powerful now? Let's look. We have definitely more of these for sure. Okay, good. Liking that. A lot of power boosts. Good. All right. Okay. You know, so technically speaking, we only use 1 DeLorean if you know count the difference. You know what I'm saying? So good. I'm liking that. That's awesome. I'm really happy about that. Hopefully we'll see this at 6,500 because again, that is the amount we need roughly. If I added correctly, as you can see, you know, 800, 2,100, 4,000, and then 6,500. Right? So that's what we're gonna need. That's what we're gonna be looking for in 3 days. Well, yeah, 3 days, 3.5. But yeah, I think it's possible. And if we, and at the very least, we'll get very close and be able to use our DeLoreans to get us there. So we can meet our deadline because I don't want to wait another week. Because I want to do it on a weekend because I know that people will be more free on the weekends. So I want to do it on the weekend and at a very convenient time. So that's how we're going to do it. All right. And we will come back to this storyline at a later time. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Definitely make sure, oh, by the way, I know the Adventure Capitalist event is out, but I wanted to do this first because this is like the last piece of information I wanted to get out there. I didn't have a set time and date. Now I do. I wanted to let you guys know about that and so on and so forth. So with that being said, I hope you enjoyed. Definitely make sure you rate the video what you think it deserved. If you did enjoy, please consider sharing the video as well. That kind of stuff really helps me out a lot, whether it's Facebook, Twitter, or any social media really, or even word of mouth with your friends. That's really awesome too. Of course, it directly helps me as well as the entire community and is greatly appreciated. So with that being said, if you want to become a Sage in Training, make sure you subscribe today. And as always, this has been Mr. Basie, your favorite Sage, and I'll see you in the next video, which will probably be after the event. So I'll see you at the stream, which I hope is Saturday. More than likely will be.